I'm Kate Trudell. I'm the Executive Director of the Community Coalition Against Human Trafficking. And in that role, I wear a lot of different hats. We're a small organization, just a couple of full-time employees and an intern and some volunteers that come in regularly. So because we're a smaller organization, we each kind of do a little bit of everything. Our focus is sort of anticipatory support. There are many of the clients that we've come in contact with, or the women that we've met, are adults. We can't force them to do something. We can't make that decision for them, and only they know what's best for them. And I think one piece of sort of putting that empowerment back on them and identifying their humanity, which has been taken away, and giving that back to them essentially, is respecting that they know what's best for them. And a lot of times that's not what we would recommend or what we would think would be a wise decision, but we have to respect that that's their decision only to make. We can be here to give advice and to help them whenever we're telling people to keep their eyes open for, well, it boils down to trusting your gut. I think oftentimes if you see a situation that looks kind of weird and it gives you pause, then something probably is weird about it, whether it's weird because there's domestic violence in that relationship, or drug use, or something else, or trafficking. I think our gut tells us, and we should look further and see what's really going on. I think outside of that, obviously signs of drug use. It is rare for a trafficking victim to not have a substance abuse problem. If you are forced to do 20 or 30 sex acts a day, that's really hard to do if you don't have some sort of coping mechanism. And drugs is sort of the natural choice because it keeps them connected to their trafficker. Oftentimes he gets them addicted, and so they know they can get their fix from him, so they stick around. And it also keeps them compliant. They're much less likely to say no or object to something if they're high. So signs of drug use. Looks like they're living out of their car. Perhaps they're digging around in their trunk and there's McDonald's bags and they're looking for a change of clothes. Definitely if you see two people together, one is clearly more controlling over the other. Maybe one's not able to go to the bathroom by themselves or use the phone by themselves. It's obviously a big red flag. Having multiple cell phones, not having an ID with you, not knowing what city you're in. Oftentimes traffickers will move in a general comfort zone. They'll move around from little city to city. So perhaps they're in Johnson City tomorrow, Morristown the next day, Knoxville the next day, Chattanooga the next day. And so it can be common for the victim to have no idea where they are. Maybe they know they're in Tennessee, but they don't know what city they're